Going to bring up Coach Murphy and Chuckey Doak. 4 starters, offense, 4 defense, as that pamphlet says from a year ago. We'll get them up here. Also, he's brought along Hunter Cobble and Daniel Ridlin. They'll be sitting in with us today as well. We'll let Coach Murphy introduce it, and then we'll go from there.
Coach Ben Murphy, Chuckey Doak High School. This is my 11th year as head coach. I've been at the school now 22 years, so I guess I'm getting old. Try not to feel it as much. Arthritis is getting into me. But this year, as Cody said, we're returning 4 players on each side of the ball, so we got a major rebuilding job to do. Got a good group of seniors. We just broke camp, 3 days where we try to bond and get a lot of football in a short amount of time. Still going to run the wing tee this year. Put a few wrinkles in it, a couple counters, some things of different nature, maybe a few formations. Everybody wants to spread it out, and I guess I'm just not smart enough to do that. So we're going to stick to what we've been doing. Defensively, we've kind of simplified some things down, and we're looking to get after people on that side of the ball. We've got to run to the football, and we're really stressing that in our drills this year. I brought Hunter Cobble, who's a senior, leader on our defense, and Daniel Ridlin to my right is a leader on our offensive line. And right now, I'd say the strength is in our alignment. We're just going to have to keep working hard to compete in the BRAC and then, of course, in our non-conference schedule.
Coach, I'll start it off. Each of these past 3 seasons, actually 4 seasons now, really, rushing the football, you've had one running back that's pretty much surpassed and carried the load for this team. Last year being Tyler Code really came out of nowhere. This style of offense, I do believe that Dylan Brown's going to get a lot of the carries this season. Is that a running back that can pretty much carry the load somewhat that Tyler did a year ago?
We're going to see. We've been blessed the last 3 years with running backs. Dylan's stepped up to the challenge in the weight room. He's looking to be the man he wants to be, but until you turn the lights on, you never know. We've got some capable other backs in Corey Starkweather, Daniel Ramirez, and Ty Waddell. So we've got 4 right there we're comfortable with. But in the end, come Friday night, you're looking for somebody that you can count on to get you those tough yards. And right now, Dylan seems to be the main focus of that.
Beginning of the schedule, North Green, South Green again. We'll start with that North Green game. A big game for you guys, of course, being inside of the county as big as those games are. A game that's going to be at home this year. What's some focusing in on that game itself? What's some things you guys have prepared for, knowing that Coach Moran's in his 2nd year there at North Green?
Well, we prepare for them like we do a lot of teams. It's just one game at a time, the old cliche. We start the season off with what I call the Greene County Tour, where we've got North Green, South Green, and then Greenville. And you've just got to look at each game in and of itself as one game. I mean, it's each week we try to stress going 1-0. We don't look at our record. We can't look at what happened last week. You can't change it. North Green presents its own problems. Coach Moran's a good coach. He was at Happy Valley and successful there for years. And he likes the option football, and he's going to the spread as well a little bit from what we've gathered. And so we're going to have to look at just trying to play sound fundamental football, option responsibilities if that's the case. I'm sure they'll throw some zone read in there. Defensively, they'll probably blitz a lot, and we've got to just be sound with our technique on the offensive line.
Yeah, the offensive line will be your strength with your coach, and it seemed like they opened up quite a few holes for you last time.
They did. We got a bunch of seniors up there. With Jacob Thompson, Alex Fry, Tyler Dillard, Nick Quillen, and Daniel. They do a good job, but we're trying to make sure that they're really right now where we're at is technique. You can't stress it enough. I know Coach Case, Coach Ballard, Coach Tate, all of them, they really stress technique, and it's something you can't work too much. With our down blocks, you got to take the correct step. If we're pulling, you've got to take correct angles and get the correct aiming point. So right now they're doing a good job, but you expect more.
For returning players, coaches and players talk about how kind of you ended the season the year before can kind of be a launching point into the next one. You guys won before your last 4 games of the regular season, made the playoffs, winning record, played Johnson County pretty tight there. As far as the way the season ended last year, this will be for both the players and Coach wants to answer too. How much of a springboard do you think that has into this season?
Well, I definitely think it motivates us to get back to the playoffs, hopefully win a playoff game this year. But we played really good last year there to finish off the season. That's just finish strong. We always stress that. Take it one game at a time, like Coach said. right now we're looking forward to North Green. That's all that's on our mind.
Same way. I mean, it's like you said, we got a lot of seniors that are returning on the line. A lot of the kids that are coming back didn't get much time last year. Some of them did though, but a lot of us just feel like we left some unfinished business at Johnson County. But we're looking forward to the first game, starting back up.
I want to make sure that I spelled your last name correctly.
RIDLEN.
RIDLEN.
You sure?
Thank you.
I always forget how to spell it, so that's why I asked him.
Last season you go 5-0 at home. This is for all three. Talk about the excitement bringing that opponent into the black hole.
Well, it was a great season for us in respect to that. You know, you said 5-0 as regular season, and as these young men just said, kind of finished sourly with the Johnson County game, blocked field goal at the end. And that's something that's motivated us through the weight room and through the off-season conditioning. But it was great for the school. It was great for that season. But right now, as far as the springboard, every season's different. So we're, as Hunter said, we're focused on North Green right now.
It brought a lot of hype, I think, just from the school atmosphere with the student body. Every time we played at home, I mean, there's always a level of hype anyway whenever you play at home for just the regular student body. I think us going undefeated week after week at home, it just rose as the season went on, and I hope we can duplicate that this year.
So, going undefeated at home just helped us out a lot. Gave us some momentum going into each game, even if it was at home or away. Just knowing that we were playing well, we keep going with it.
Hunter, my question's for you. Defensive unit, you being the main guy, a lot of people talking about your defense, and I say that you're kind of the leader in that group. What's something you saw through the spring now and through your scrimmage yesterday and through practice? What's some things that you guys need to focus on to make this defensive unit strong, to be the strong point maybe this team?
Well, I've always had great players around me on that side of the ball, so I mean, Nick Alexander, Jackie Roberts, and then last year Jacob Quillen helped me out tremendously. But I think we need to try to read the keys tighter, especially like whenever you're going up against the offense like us, read the guards to the fullback. I mean, we could all get better at that. I know I had a couple wrong reads yesterday that I need to work on. Just wrapping up and getting, like Coach said, we stress getting as many men to the football as we can. And I think if we read the keys, react quick, and get as many men there as we can, have a pretty good season on that side of the ball.
Question for Daniel. Being an offensive line in this wing T system with Coach Murphy, what's some difficulties? I know there's a lot of movement for you guys, a lot of pulling and stuff like that. What's some of the things that you think this offensive unit can work on to be better?
Just being more physical. Using our line to it is one of our great strong points on offense. I mean, obviously we've had great rushing seasons, so just getting the line to be more physical, working our technique with our steps, the pull steps, the down blocks.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.